Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Lindsay, and in today's video, we are going to be doing a what I eat in a day video, but a what I eat in a day video to cut or lose weight. So these are the things that I ate last year and in my cut now that helped me lose 20 pounds. I'm down 10 pounds right now, but last year I lost 20 pounds and about, I would say, 6% body fat off of me. So this is what I eat to lose weight, to lose body fats, all that stuff to cut. And yeah, so let's just get right into the video. These are gonna be all the things that I eat throughout the day when I'm cutting. So yeah, here we go. Alright guys, so let's talk about macros. Right now, we are in a calorie deficit. So that means we are eating way less calories than we were before. Before, about 2 weeks ago, we just started cutting 2 weeks ago. But before that, we were in a little bit of a bulk. It was the holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas. We were kind of just eating whatever we wanted. Still eating pretty healthy, nutritious things, but definitely eating whatever we wanted, which was nice, but definitely feeling it now. So now for our cut, we are in a calorie deficit. My macros right now are, I don't have it right in front of me, so I don't know them number by number, but they're about 1900 calories, 210 grams of protein, 145 grams of carbs, and about 55 grams of fat. Definitely in a calorie deficit, and when I say we're, I mean my boyfriend and I are doing this, so it's definitely nice to have someone there doing a cut with you or dieting with you. It helps keep you accountable and motivate you. And when I get a craving and I'm like, I really want chocolate, he'll be like, it's okay, like just have a chocolate protein shake. You know, it's nice to have someone there that can keep you accountable, keep you on track. I'm not saying you need someone with you, I'm just saying it does make it a little bit easier to have someone there with you dieting. We love it. We love doing it together. It's definitely easier when we are both dieting and I'm not watching him scarfing down ice cream. So I like how we do it together. And yeah, we are in a calorie deficit right now. So to meet my macros, it is pretty hard to meet my protein every single day if I don't have protein in every single meal that I eat. That being said, I start my day off with protein oatmeal. I like having oatmeal because it has a little bit more carbohydrates in it. So it will provide me with a little bit more energy throughout the day, give me that carb boost that I'm looking for in the morning. So I love me some protein oatmeal. I will either make my own or have a protein oatmeal packet. But when I make my own protein oatmeal, I will use Quaker Oats, half a cup of 1 minute quick oats, and that is 150 calories, 3 grams fats, 27 grams carbohydrates, and 5 grams protein. So I will have that. But then I'll also mix in my favorite proteins. My favorite proteins are, I'm a very picky protein powder girl. I just don't like that many of them. I don't like that gritty taste, that proteiny taste. I mean, I know it's protein, but still in my mind, I'm like, I don't want to taste it. These are the two that I absolutely love and I will repurchase time and time again. Stephanie Buttermore here on YouTube and Instagram turned me onto this. This is PE Science Cake Pop Select Protein, and it is 24 grams protein, 1 gram fat, 120 calories, and 2 carbohydrates. It's very macro friendly. It tastes amazing. If you have a sweet tooth and you are cutting and you need to curve your craving, definitely recommend this protein. It's so sweet. It's vanilla, but it's sweeter and richer. Really good. I definitely recommend this protein, the Select Cake Pop by PE Science. And if not, if I'm feeling like chocolatey or something besides vanilla, because vanilla is very
one base notes,
I love the Primeval Labs chocolate peanut butter cookie. This is Josh's favorite brand. He loves Primeval Lab and I have jumped on the bandwagon. I love this protein. It's so delicious. Doesn't have that proteiny taste and it tastes like a chocolate milkshake. So yeah, those are the 2 proteins that I'll add in to my oatmeal, and then I'll just add in about 3 ounces to 4 ounces of almond milk. But if I don't have a lot of time in the morning or I'm just feeling lazy, like today I didn't feel like doing all that, even though it's only like 3 or 4 steps. I just was lazy today. So when I'm feeling lazy or I want something a little bit easier to make, I go for the Kodiak protein packed oatmeal. This is really macro friendly as well. 1 packet is 190 calories, 2.5 grams of fat, 31 grams carbohydrates, and 12 grams of protein. So it doesn't have as much protein in it, but it is really delicious. So when I have the Kodiak protein oatmeal, I do need another source of protein, and when I do need that, I go for my favorite favorite Greek yogurt ever. I'm very picky about Greek yogurt. I used to despise it, and I think it's partly because my older brother Anthony would just buy the Greek yogurt that was like plain and didn't have any flavor in it, and it was like cottage cheese. It was gross. I just was so turned off by it. And then Josh actually turned me on to this brand. It's Dannon Light and Fit Greek yogurt, and the flavors are so freaking good, and the macros on this are even better. So it's 80 calories, 0 fats, 9 carbs, and 12 grams of protein. Very macro friendly, and the flavors are freaking delicious. Again, if you have a sweet tooth, definitely recommend the Dannon Light and Fits. My favorite flavors for sure are key lime pie. It's so good if you need like a little zesty lime in your life. Definitely key lime pie. My all-time favorite, it's banana cream pie. This is what I'm gonna have today for breakfast, but it's so freaking good. It's got that fake banana taste to it, so I personally love that, but if you don't, I wouldn't recommend it. Go for a different flavor, but if you like banana and you like that fake taste to it, definitely recommend. And then our all-time favorite that we just discovered, I think they might just sell this at Walmart. I don't know, I haven't seen it anywhere else, but it's tiramisu. Oh my freaking god, it's so good. This is my favorite dessert in the entire world. I love tiramisu, so when I saw that they had it in this flavor for the yogurt, I was like, I need it right now. So that is what I'm gonna have for breakfast today, is Kodiak oatmeal and a yogurt. And if you would like to see the protein oatmeal in action and how to do it and stuff like that, definitely go to Stephanie Buttermore's Instagram. I follow her recipe to a T, so if you'd like to see that being made, definitely go over to her Instagram. I'll link it down below. And yeah. Alright guys, so I'm gonna have my oatmeal and my Dannon Light and Fit yogurt, and I will see you the next time I eat something. Alright guys, I'm back, red, sweaty, and gross as I've ever been, but I just did insanity and abs, and let me tell you, I haven't done like intense cardio in months, like probably since September, and I am feeling it. I just feel out of shape. I couldn't do as much. It's frustrating when you know that you can do it, but it's just so hard because you haven't done it in a while. So that was me just now. I was dying, but I'm so glad I did it. My cardio is out for the day. I don't have to worry about it. Just have to lift later. But anyways, before I take a shower and get my appearance back to normal and not sweaty and gross, I'm gonna have a quick protein fix. And for me and Josh, we used to eat egg whites, and it's just so gross. I can't eat them unless I have like an egg in it, like a regular egg in it. Just the taste of them, they taste like a fart to me. I don't know, they're just gross. But one day I saw KK Fit on Instagram, the two twins, Kendra and Catherine. They drink egg whites sometimes when they just want like a source of protein and they just don't feel like eating them. I was like, oh my god, that's genius. Like, I have to try it. So I did, and I thought it was gonna be gross and like the texture of boogers, but it's not. It really just tastes like you're drinking a glass of milk. It's a great source of protein. I think it's like a cup is 25 grams of protein or something like that. So I actually drink like a cup and a half of egg whites. So I'm gonna do that quick and then go take a shower. Sorry if I look like, I'm looking at the viewfinder. This is a new camera, so I'm trying to like, you know, get used to it. It's hard to look at the lens and not at the viewfinder, but if I'm looking up, it's because I'm looking at the viewfinder. Anyways, I digress. I'm gonna drink my egg whites. I'm gonna measure them out for you, and I'll show you guys how I measure them out and then drink them. So I will be right back. All right, guys, I am back. I have the egg whites. I'm gonna do 1.5 cups. So there's my 1.5 cups, and people think it's gross. My dad will literally gags when he watches me and Josh do this, but honestly, it's just easy protein. Don't feel like you have to do this. You can either cook the egg whites and have salsa on it. That's how we ate them, and it's honestly not that bad if you add like some sort of seasoning to it. I just can't do it plain. Or just have a protein shake. That is what I would recommend, but I enjoy them, so cheers, guys. Quick source of protein. I'm gonna go take a shower. My hair is telling me I really need to. It's really sweaty and gross. So I'm gonna go take a shower, and then I'm gonna come back and show you guys the sandwich that I eat every single day. I love it, it's delicious, and I will be back showered and smelling good. So see you in a bit. we are back, we are cleaned, we are showered, we are smelling good, not sweaty and gross anymore, and we are ready for a real lunch. Egg whites were a nice source of protein, but I'm ready to eat a real meal. I haven't eaten since like, I wanna say 10:30, and it's almost 2, so I'm pretty hungry, and this meal is probably one of my favorite meals. I will probably say that about everything, but it's the sandwich that I eat every single day when I'm cutting, when I'm not cutting. It's just my favorite sandwich, and I've eaten it every day for like almost a year now. Like, it's so good. So I'm gonna tell you what it is, and it is, to start, the bread. The bread is important. You have to toast your bread. It's a game changer for sandwiches, I swear. Not having toasted bread, it's like, I don't know, I don't like it. I like my bread toasted. If you don't, do you, boo-boo, whatever. But I do the Sara Lee Delightful bread, and it's so good. It's 45 calories per slice, so 2 slices is 90 calories, 1 gram of fat, 19 gram carbs, and protein 5. So it's a really good macro-friendly bread. So I will have this toasted. I love the multi-grain type. They have a bunch of different types, but I like the healthy multi-grain. Until I saw this at my local Price Chopper or Market 32, whatever, and I'm gonna tell you, it's a game changer with literally everything, not even just sandwiches, like everything. So it is the Delightful bread, but the white version, and it's the same macros, same everything, but it's so dang good. Again, toasted is everything for sandwiches, but for not sandwiches, me and Josh just tried it last night for French toast.
Oh my god, it was amazing.
Just do a little egg whites, almond milk, vanilla, cinnamon, and fry them in the pan with spray oil or Pam, whatever. And it's so freaking good if you need a source of carbs, because I feel like sometimes I just don't hit my carbs through the day. I'm more concerned about hitting my protein because it is a lot. 200 grams of protein is a lot of protein that I have to eat in the day. So if I need more carbs, I will eat the French toast, or just have this toast with a little bit of jelly on it. It's so dang good. Love the whey bread. If you see it in your local store, definitely pick it up. I for sure recommend. But anyways, enough on bread. For like a spread or substitute for mayo, I tried this last year and I am hooked and probably will never not use it, and it is Laughing Cow. I freaking love Laughing Cow. I'm like a big cream cheese person. I freaking adore cream cheese, but I just use way too much. Like, I'll use, instead of 2 tablespoons like it says, I use like 7. So I needed something a little bit more macro friendly, and I found Laughing Cow. My favorite flavor is the Creamy Lights cream cheese. The other ones they have that I love are the garlic and herb is amazing. I love that one. I just haven't seen it in my local grocery store in a little while. Or Asiago is really good. The spicy one, like literally all of them are so good. But for macros, it's for 1 wedge. Hold on, let me show you. So per wedge, it's 30 calories, 1.5 grams fat, 2 grams protein, and 1 carb. For my sandwich, I will use probably 2 of these. Most times I use 2 of them. So toasted bread, 2 Laughing Cows. I'm very picky about my deli meats. I have to have like actual deli meats. I don't know, just the prepackaged ones. Sometimes they're a little weird. They get like wet and gross. Like, I'm just like super picky. So if you're not that picky, definitely just get like the prepackaged kind that you don't have to get from the deli. But I love the roasted chicken deli meat from Price Chopper. And only Price Chopper. Like, I don't get it from Hannaford, I don't get it from Walmart. Like, I just can't get it anywhere else besides Price Chopper. I'm just like very picky. But I will have 5 slices, and 5 slices translates to about 125 calories and 25 grams of protein. So 5 slices of chicken on it, and then to top it off, what makes the sandwich freaking amazing is these pickles. If you're not a pickle person, just totally disregard this and don't put pickles on your sandwich, but the Clawsome pickles are so freaking good. They're so good. They're so crunchy. They're so salty. Jaclyn Hill turned me onto these. She was like, these are the best pickles ever. And I was like,
girl, pickles are pickles. Like, who are you?
And then I tried them and I was like,
yeah. They're the best pickles I've ever had.
If you're a pickle person, definitely recommend the Clawsome, but specifically the sandwich slices. Has to be the sandwich slices. And yeah, I'm just gonna show you guys my sandwich. I'm just gonna go prep it up and make it and eat it because I am starving. So I will be right back. Alright guys, so we are back and we are ready to eat again, but before we eat again, I would just like to say during last cut, I really just didn't know, not that I didn't know what I was doing, but I just followed everything to the T, and I baked my chicken and I cooked everything really plain. But I'm here to tell you that when you're cutting, it's way easier to cook with flavor and things that are low in calorie but make your meals a million times better. Like me and Josh started our cut 2 weeks ago, and the first day we baked our chicken, and me and him were just eating our chicken, and we looked at each other and we're like, I can't eat my chicken like this anymore. Like we wanted to gag. So I feel like this time around we know what we can have. We know that, you know, I can have chicken and I can mix it with different seasonings to make it taste better. So I'm going to show you some recipes that I have been cooking for myself and Josh that have helped us with cutting, and it just tastes better. It makes you feel like you're not dieting, which is a major plus. So in this little part, I'm gonna show you how I meal prep my mustard chicken sauteed in peppers and onions. It's literally amazing. You have it over rice and it tastes delicious. And then I'm also going to show you how I make my meatloaf. So me and Josh love meatloaf. It's like my meatloaf slash meatball recipe. I cook it the exact same way, but it's going to be a healthy version of meatloaf. We replace our breadcrumbs with oatmeal and it just makes it a little bit more healthy. So I'm going to show you some healthy, yummy options that you can eat while you're cutting that makes you feel like you're not dieting, because let me tell you, you don't need to eat baked chicken anymore. That's dry and gross. You can eat all these things and they taste amazing. So okay, so for the Dijon mustard chicken thing that I'm calling it, I just sweat out 1 onion and 2 peppers, whatever you like, but we just sweat them out. So that means you just have it on a super low heat so they become translucent. Not a chef, but I do like to cook, and I've picked up some things along the way. So I sweat out the onions and peppers, and now they're nice and translucent. So I'm gonna pop in my chicken. I just get chicken tenders, I believe they are, and I just dice them up beforehand. So I just throw them in there, and I will let them cook on a low-ish heat until they turn white. So yeah, I'm just gonna put that on. I'm gonna put some pepper and salt in there, and then I will add some more fun seasoning to it. So there's that. And while that is cooking, I do have a brown rice boil in the bag boiling over here. It just takes 10 minutes, but I really like rice. Dookie's barking at us. I really like rice with this meal. So I will check back with you guys when the chicken is cooked. So while my chicken is cooking, I'm going to be doing my turkey meatloaf and show you how I do that. So for my meatloaf, I absolutely love, you can just use regular turkey meats. I like the Italian style seasoned by Shady Brook. They sell it at Walmart, Price Chopper. That's where we get it. I love it. It just has the Italian seasoning already in it. I don't have to add as much seasoning to it. I already have some minced garlic on the bottom of my bowl, and I'm gonna pour my turkey meat in there. So turkey meat is in there. I will then add some garlic powder.
Just a little something.
Onion powder. The more seasoning, the better when you're dieting. If you want something to taste good, just add more seasoning to it. It's like basically no calories and it makes it taste good. So onion powder, garlic powder, minced garlic, Worcestershire, however you say it, sauce. The sauce that no one can ever say.
Worcestershire.
Just add a couple dibble dabbles of that. 1 cracked egg. I always need more fat. I can never meet my fat, so I use 1 regular egg, but if you don't, just use egg whites. But 1 egg helps bind it. And then I will add in some pepper. I don't add in salt because it already has a lot of salt in it with the Worcestershire and everything else, so I skip the salt. But the secret ingredient, this is what my grandma uses, what my mom uses, is what everyone in my family uses for meatloaf. It is Lipton onion soup. Here, let me grab the box. It's a Lipton onion recipe soup, recipe secrets. It's like the onion soup packets, but I will just add a little bit in there. I shake it up because there's like little onion pieces at the bottom. And I don't use the whole packet because then that's where you add in the calories, but I will just use about 2 tablespoons. You can measure it out. I just have made this so often that I know it by eyeballing. About 2 tablespoons. Gotta get the powder. See, sometimes the powder is on the bottom, but it just makes it so freaking good. Okay, and then to help bind it, I will add in about 1/2 cup of oatmeal. 1/2 cup of oatmeal. So I will mix that up, and if I need more things, I will add it, but yeah, Just gotta get down and dirty with mixing it. I used to hate it, I would wear gloves, but now I'm just used to it, so. And I already sprayed my bowl that's next to me, and I have my oven preheated to about 375. So I'm just gonna do this until it's well incorporated. And stupid me, I should have just mixed with one hand because I do need to add in a little bit more oatmeal to bind it. So let me be right back. Just gonna add in, sprinkle more oatmeal and a little bit more Worcestershire. I do like how the taste of Worcestershire, it's like very steak saucy. So let me just mix this in a little bit more. And I make my meatballs the exact same way. I just leave out the onion soup mix because I feel like it just doesn't need it. So yeah, I will make my meatballs the exact same way, just leave out the onion soup mix, and yeah. Just gonna put that in the bowl. Me and Josh will measure it out, but I will do like a little bit more just because there is oatmeal in it. I will measure out, if I need like 8 ounces, I'll measure out 9 because there is oatmeal in it that's gonna have more denseness, whatever it is, weight. So now I'm going to pop the meatloaf in the oven for about, I would say 30 minutes. I just check it every so often and cut it and see if it's not pink anymore. So I'm going to pop this in at 375 for about 30 minutes and we'll check back and we'll see how the chicken is doing. So BRB. And we will see you in about 30 minutes, girl. Okay, so the chicken is now white and cooked through, and this is where we're gonna add all our seasoning in. So let me put you down and show you what seasoning I'm gonna put in this Dijon mustard, onion, pepper, chicken entree thing. Don't know what I'm calling it still, so. So to start, I'm going to put in some chicken stock. I love using chicken stock. It's virtually no calories. It's 10 calories for 1 cup, and I use probably about a half a cup. So I just shake it up. It does have a little bit more sodium in it, so if you'd like, just try and get low sodium one, but I'm gonna pour about a half a cup in here. There we go. Half a cup of chicken stock. Then I like to add in my seasoning. So I'm gonna do a little bit of onion powder. Even though there's onions in here, I just feel like onion powder just adds. We all love onion in this house, so onion powder definitely adds. A crap ton of garlic powder. We aren't afraid of garlic in this house, so again, we love some garlic and put a lot in there. And then I'm gonna put some pepper. I'm not gonna put salt in just because all of these items do have a lot of salt in it, the chicken stock, the mustard, all that stuff. So the secret ingredient, I actually haven't used this kind yet, garlic aioli mustard yet, but we have been using this Chipotle mustard and it's freaking amazing. We put it on everything. I put it on my chicken, my burgers. It's just so good. So I saw this garlic aioli and it's really macro friendly. It's 1 tablespoon for about 15 calories and we rarely use that much. So I'm going to put some mustard in this. I feel like this is what really makes this dish. So add some mustard in here, a couple, I would say about 2 to 3 tablespoons we added. Then we're just gonna mix everything up and it's just really good with some rice over it, but we're just gonna let all those seasonings marinate together. And once we get closer to it being ready, I'm gonna add some crushed red pepper flakes for some spice. If you don't like spice, definitely stay clear from this. It does add a kick to it, so we put this on everything again. We love this, so if you don't like spice, just skip this part. If you do, add as much as you want. I think I'm actually just gonna add them right now so I can let it sit and get real spicy. So just a couple shakes of crushed red pepper. Gonna let that sit in there, and if you want to add more mustard or whatever, just taste it in a couple minutes. So I'm just gonna put the lid on this, put it at a low temp and let it simmer, and then we're gonna get the rice out of the water because it is ready. And that will be the Dijon chicken mustard. I will show you when it is ready. So see you back here when I have the Dijon chicken mustard entree dish, whatever I'm calling it. So okay, so I have half a bag of the boil and bag rice, which is 1 serving. I think it's 150 calories and like 30 grams of carbs, something like that. But I'm gonna add in the chicken. So I just zeroed out my scale and I'm gonna do 6.5 ounces of chicken. So I'm just gonna try and use a slotted spoon to get most of the chicken out. If there's some peppers, it's okay. I want about 6. So that's about 6 ounces of chicken, and I'm not sure the macros are for that right now, but I'm gonna take a regular ladle and grab some of this yummy juice, or not good chicken, but grab this juice to put on here because the juice is virtually no calories and it's so delicious. So So this is the end product of the Dijon mustard with peppers and onions dish that I concocted myself. So I love this. I just put on some powdered Parmesan cheese, about like 2 tablespoons. And then I also put, I can't believe it's not butter on it as well. And it's just so delicious and a nice meal before the gym. So I will see you guys when I eat next. Okay guys, so we just got back from the gym. We did a little push day today. Had a little nice lift on our anniversary. Fun fact, today, January 18th, is mine and Josh's 4-year anniversary. So we just had a little push day we did together. It was really fun, really enjoyed it. So now I am starving. So I, as you know, already made meatloaf, and that's what we're gonna have tonight. And I also made potatoes about a day and a half ago. So we're just gonna have some potatoes. I will show you the potatoes that I used. I just used these Little Potato Company potatoes, and I put them in the microwave for about 5 minutes, and then I will saute them on a pan with onions and Pam and a little salt, pepper, and garlic powder, and they literally turn out amazing. So that's what we're gonna have right now. I will show you. This is actually Josh's, and it's not even heated up yet. So this is Josh's. We just have some meatloaf and potatoes. Mine is in the microwave. So we are going to have that for dinner tonight. Just for a quick source of protein, just because we just lifted, and I like to get a good source of protein in right after we lift, about 30 minutes to 45 minutes after we lift. I'm gonna drink a protein shake, and my favorite protein shakes that are quick, easy, and delicious are the Premier Proteins. There's like these little shaker things, and we get them from either Walmart or Target, and my favorite flavor right now is cinnamon roll. It's absolutely delicious, but I think all of their flavors are really good. The bananas and cream's really good. I love the vanilla with a splash of OJ in it. It tastes like a creamsicle. It's super good. But I'm just gonna have this really quick and eat dinner. That'll probably be it for my what I eat in a day, 2 cuts. I'm not sure, I'll have to check my macros, but I'm pretty sure that is going to be it for me. So I'm super excited to start this cut 2 weeks in. Can't wait to see my progress and see how much I lose and how toned I get from this. And yeah, the main thing about this diet is hitting your macros, especially if you're lifting and you want to get toned or shredded, I guess. You would definitely want to hit your protein and like lower your carbs. So that's what we're doing, high protein, a little bit lower carbs. I mean, you're still gonna eat a good amount of carbs. I think 145 grams of carbs is pretty decent amount, but so definitely high protein, and you definitely want to start upping your cardio. Me and Josh just barely started doing more cardio, incorporating it at least 2 to 3 times a week. Yeah, 2 to 3 times a week, and then we'll up it a little bit more, but definitely 2 to 3 times a week for at least 30 minutes if you're doing high intensity interval training. And then if not, do LISS, low steady state. I think that's the acronym, I'm not really sure, but do low steady state for about 45 minutes if you can't do HIIT. So that's what we've been doing. This is what I ate during quarantine, and for 4 or 5 months I lost 20 pounds, and I had about 12% body fat on me, so it really did work. I can't wait to start it again. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please don't mind my new camera skills. Just got this camera, I'm trying to learn how to do it, so if there's little kinks and things and you can't hear me or whatever, I'll have to look at the footage later. But if you would like to follow me on Instagram, please check out my Instagram. It's just Lindsay Chiramella, and you can follow me over there. Everything will be linked down below. I'll try to put what I ate and all my recipes down below as well. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.
Even if the sun goes down on you, you gotta keep that shine on top, yeah.